Hello, Burrow folks. Welcome to the stream. We are back with new internet and hopefully a better bitrate. It seems to be holding steady at the moment, but we will see how it goes throughout the stream. Is that still playing? No, it didn't. That's okay then. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, it seems. I was just trying to speak this morning and basically no sound came out. So hopefully I'll be okay. It should be fine. We'll see how it goes. I just haven't been speaking much the last couple of days, so I need to speak more. That's what it is. But hello, Blaze. Welcome to the stream. Being the first one here as normal. Yeah, we're going to be doing the Final Fantasy Easter event, Final Fantasy 14, that is. I'm already here, prepped, next to our event organizer, Geely? Geely? I don't know how you actually say that. I don't know. But yeah, they've got all the setups for all the rabbits and the eggs and the baskets full of eggs that you can stand in. And I think the event is to get a parasol. I don't know if anything else is gained from doing the event, but we'll do the event and see how the stream holds, and if it all goes smoothly, because I think I fixed the bitrate issue, but obviously I can't 100% guess. Sometimes it will be fine, sometimes it won't be. We'll see how it goes. But then from there we will then... Yeah, they always do great jobs redecorating the main towns. And the fact that each year they end up being different decorations as well is crazy to me, because they could very easily just re-throw up the same decorations. Also, notably, a little thank you I wanted to do. We are very, very close to our goal of 30 followers. I'm currently on 28, so that's amazing. I never expected to get anywhere close to this, so thank you very much everyone who has been following. Yeah, we'll jump straight in with the event. Hang on. My volume levels might be everywhere. Also, papaya. Yes. Sorry about the bleeping as I change my audio from my PC and then go into game and hopefully... There is no papaya that I can hear. My volume should be all okay. Maybe it'll just start up at some point. How do we test it? Ah, I know what it is. That was a good way to test it. It's just like randomly cast a spell that doesn't require any kind of target. It's because if I go into my volume mixer, for some reason, there we go. How is that volume level? Now we can hear the papaya. Good, good. Okay, now we can jump into the event. So, in pursuit of excellence, always fantastic puns with this game. Oh gosh, I'm not going to... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do silly voices. But I'll see what I can do. We'll see how it goes. Hatching tide is upon us once more. I hope the season finds you in excellent fettle. Fettle? I have no idea what fettle is, and I'm not sure I want to. My name is Jilly Aliapo, and I lead this annual celebration. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. May I ask your name? I am Tegan Newsom. Thank you very much. Well, Tegan, I hope this is the beginning of a firm friendship. I met you at other events. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I've done other events with her on this account. Maybe I haven't. Maybe this is actually the first event this character's done. I mean, I did the Heaven's Turn event, but I don't think she was in it because it wasn't set here, it was set in Limsa. While I have your attention, allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tide, that's what they call Easter in universe. Hatching Tide has its origins in the days before the Seventh Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I have been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. I saw a great mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft unto the heavens. Flying eggs. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatching Tide before. So, needless to say, I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to arrive any moment now. Uh-oh. Oh, Jilly, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens! I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dreams? Don't worry. I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though, to create the quantity required will take time, and we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. These egg cats are very silly. But wait, Tegan, perhaps you'd be willing to lend a hand. It's a pleasure to meet you, adventurer. I do hope you'll consider helping us get Hatching Tide back on track. I'm wearing glasses over my eye patch. Thank you. The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he won't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough in stock. Okay, I guess we're running to the marketplace. Seeing if we can buy half a dozen eggs. Or several dozen eggs. I don't know how many eggs they want, but we're going over there and we're going to buy all the eggs. If only I could use a teleport of this class. I can only teleport to party members with a black mage, so... Aha! Oh, you're the dreamer who were here before, ain't you? Alright, old miss, to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of supply you need, though. Oh, is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some tatty old odds and ends. Surplus wares. That might be a use. If you want them, they're all yours. Surplus eggs. Ew. Stinky old eggs. And rolls of leather. What are we doing with these eggs? It's like paint. We're just painting them. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can cobble something together with these. The storage fees were eating into me, prof. I mean, I'd rather see them put to good use. dumping all of his old stuff that was taking up space on us. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what a kind fellow he was. He certainly proved me right, and he wrote, "We'd better take stock of what he's given us." Yes, lovely kind fellow who's giving us free things. Let's see, this leather looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings. That could do for a mechanism of some sort. These lengths of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jilly saw in her dream with these. We could make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols! The trick will be making them look eggy enough. So my options are: any round object looks like an egg from far enough away, it's science. The shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Anyway, we should paint them. Or the classic ... I'm going to go with the shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Anyway, we should paint them. You're right. With some festive patterns on the outer canopy of the and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are a sight more fiddly than your standard egg, though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we'll need to enlist further help, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at a request for parasol parts than a rush order for myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. I like that the reason that we get a parasol out of this quest is because they broke all the eggs and therefore we've just got to make do with what we can, what we've randomly been given. I'm going to swap over to the white meat because then I can use my slide. Yes, this one is the Leatherworkers Guild. Hello, Giva, or Jiva. You must be the adventurer assistant Nota spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid, although I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's a water repellent you're after, say no more. We just so happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, hi Sana, welcome to the channel, or welcome to the stream. Still at work? Oh no. Just have me sneakily in the background while you work. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft the parasol frame? We can meet up by the Black Rabbit Trader's stall anon. Whee! Sliding and dashing all over the place with my little fluffy hood. So our load times haven't improved much, but I think the bitrate is holding steady on the stream. So that's good. As far as I can tell anyway. My OBS is dropping a lot of frames. I might have to fiddle with OBS, that might be the issue. How's the stream itself looking? On my end, my stream says that it's not even running, which is not correct or good. Okay, yeah, it is running, that's fine. Let's do a little bit of a fiddle and get all that working again. There we go. Yeah, stream seems to be going smoothly, which is good. Hi, Beatin. I can't remember what voice I gave him before. I know what voice I want to give him because he's got a really terrible name. But I'm not going to do that. Why do you stand here like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. I have a salted timber for you. Ah, a rabbit bird. I don't know if to be friends with it or it's going to catch me and eat me. And you would have us undertake this task with how little time left until hatching tide? Oh, very well. The younglings at the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. Good. I'm glad he does. No, welcome, hello. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jilly once I've finished, so you can go ahead and wait with her. We can go back and listen to some more papaya. Welcome back, Tegan. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule and to accommodate our little mishap. And all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? Oh, right, eggs. No. Substituting parasols for eggs. What a wonderful idea. I can hardly wait to see what Nanota cooks up for the prototype. Though wait we must. This has been a very short event. But I suppose we are just getting one item from it, so no need to make it any longer, other than... especially considering new patches have been coming out. Nanota will surely be along any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon Egg Parasol. They're going to fashion shoot it for us. I mean, kind of. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I'll begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. But we cannot let Nanota outstrip us in Hatchling Tide. In Hatchling Tide spirit, there must be more we can do. show the parasol off. Get more people interested in getting them. Yay, parasols! But of course, we ought to promote our newest addition to the festivities. If we tell even a few Gridanians that these gorgeous accoutrements will be available to those who celebrate with us, word will spread of its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfurled and on display. You use your adventurous instinct to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. I have the adventurous eye for people who need egg-themed accessories. I don't know how you spot someone who is in particular need of egg-themed accessories. That seems like a very particular niche. The market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. That gives me a rough rundown of how the newer mechanics for escorting work, because I haven't reached that part in the story yet. But it means I don't need that introduction later, which is good. Basically, the way they used to work is you used to have to like beckon and like emote at the individual to get them to walk to you, and then they'd stop there. So you used to have to like walk backwards and emote at them to just keep beckoning them forward. But now they've got it that the character kind of roughly follows you, like slightly off to the side, but they follow you to a degree. They put the follow command on you, and then they also put these little zones down that when you walk into the zone, or when you walk the NPC in, no, it is when you walk into the zone, they have text options. You can discuss things with them. You can also tell them to go away. We dreamers are responsible for all the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there, for instance. I came up with the idea, and Nanota worked her magic to create the final product. Very good. Also, egg-shaped balloons. Ah, this person looks like they need egg accessories. I say, madam, you must tell me where I might acquire a resplendent parasol like unto your own. At our Hatchingtide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheatre? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection, and this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. Maximum egginess. Oh, and we've got another egg appraiser. Why, that parasol is an absolute delight. It's not often you see the level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I have ever seen. Might I ask who was responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, the Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their parts to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatchingtide, you can receive one just like it. I should have known that the guild artisans were involved. If it means getting my hands on a parasol, I'd be more than happy to take part in the festivities. Yay, recruiting people. Egg enthusiast. Heavens above! Is that adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheatre, you will receive one just like it. For years I've searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, getting sunburnt and soaked by turns, and you offer me one for free? 'Tis a Hatchingtide miracle. I expect those three will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work here is done. So we get to run back to the amphitheatre, I guess, then. Oh. Or we just run back here and then talk to her again. She'll probably run back on her own, I'm guessing. went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. Somehow. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheatre. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. To the amphitheatre. Papaya, 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 da, 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 da. Look, Tegan, isn't the sight of those parasols simply marvellous? Did I run past all the people carrying parasols and not even... Oh. That is pretty great. And they've got them in different sizes as well. Oh, I didn't pay attention to what she was saying. I was too busy watching the parasols. Hooray, we did it, Jilly. We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this hatching tide a success? Oh, mystery person, hold that thought. You've yet to see the half of it. My centre? My centre? No idea. I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked about your parasols. More than can comfortably gather here, in fact. Nevertheless, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my stall with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. That's incredible! To think the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Me just standing and staring. Wait, Jilly, they're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration has spread across the city, borne by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. That our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we've touched the hearts of more people than I dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Even if we're not giving out rabbit suits, or chicken suits, or Spriggan outfits. Black Rabbit traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. Nanota told me how to assemble them, so I can prepare as many as necessary. Infinite parasols. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nanota? I couldn't have done it without our able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me. I have something for you, Tegan. Is it my parasol? Yay! That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Jilly's, of course. I thought it fitting that you receive it. With eggs aloft across the city, all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, Tegan, but Hatching Tide is most certainly hasn't. Woo! Hatching Tide. And that was the seasonal event. Not particularly huge, but quite fun. A little bit of a run around. It tells me how fashion accessories work. Oh, I need to use the item first. Also, I've got a bunch of blue dye from something. We can open up the fashion accessories tab. We can put egg parasol onto our hotbar. Yeah, Got a little egg parasol with a little chocobo on top. Very cute. I can check. Oh, that was well timed. I pull the parasol out and it immediately starts raining. And there's the umbrella dance emote. Good bit of reference to I'm Singing in the Rain original music video, or original